Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the why is it doing that? I'll continue along with the Live2D art portion of this model. Currently we have a head and part of a hat. So the main current blocker right now is how exactly to do the witch hat on top. The core issue is when essentially this line right there lifts, it should block the view of the ribbon behind it. But we shouldn't be able to see the underside of this, in theory. What I think I need right now, actually just let me just go. So separate it probably into about 3-ish parts. That's what I'm thinking. Basically have a bit that goes over the back here. Probably go what over the top, but only encompass. Wait, that has to be behind everything as well. Okay, there's now a different problem. Oh boy. Oh, that ain't good. Either way, so we have bits of the have to be in front of the coin and then bits have to be behind. So I'm gonna just not put this in here. Please put this outside of this. Thank you. Let's see. What do we call this part of the hat? Oh, let's just say hat back. Why not? Actually, this doesn't need to be behind. This has to be behind the head completely. No, it does not. The bear goes on top, then it is this piece here, and then hide the bit that goes around the back of the hat behind the bear. Oh yeah, that makes sense, I think. Hello there, how you doing? Do I have a bit separated for what I do? Alright. Right, delete that. Actually, wait, no. Yes. Wait. Yes. Wait, let me just also open this and stick you over here. I need to go. What do you call this? What the heck is this part of the hat called? Don't okay. It's not been decided what Inktober list I might look at if I wanted to take a break from this. Let's see. What the heck do I call this part? I'm just gonna call this flat. It's not the coin part, it's the flat part of the hat. Alright, good enough. So this is encompassing the hat as it rolls around the back. And then curves back around the front. How about down should I bring this actually? I think I want to bring this out more to about there. Then we just want to. I don't want to do the edge of here. I want to go like that. Go like that. Go like that. Then we want to bring this into liberal out onto here. Nothing I can do. So I just need to bring it in onto this line. Alright, how ridiculous is that look? If it connects, please, that would be very nice. Okay, so this front part needs to actually go out to it is hidden behind the bear. I'm gonna use the bear as a way to block the view of this and probably cut it out a little bit further than that just to make sure we have the clearance. So this is the, let's see, what do I call this? The right, oh, it's top side. The car. I don't actually know too much about cars. I usually go to my friends if I need to know something about a car, because they generally know more. The most I can say is that it probably won't be a Cybertruck. That much I can say. If charging stations were more of a thing here, then I could probably consider an electric car. But I feel like it's still lagging behind a little bit in terms of charging stations. Pretty sure down here is still a giant game of pumping gas around. So go like that. I do need an extra folder here. Behind clone. You just need a bit here. Oh, I should have just cut. Still the smart way. Okay, I'll keep that, and then we'll go make a folder. Put this over here. Go behind cone. Copy. Right. Top flat. Copy that. Put that into here. Then we want to cut off everything that is like out here. So we only get left with the line out here now. That's what we actually need for that part, and then this piece out here. Basically want to cut this in a little bit further and then just cut this part off. Okay, so we have that part of the hat now. Now how does this part of the line have to work? I think that's a very dumb way to do this. That might work. Now, actually, should I just lift it like here instead so the lip is further out? I think I'm definitely thinking too hard about this part. The other choice is to really lift it so that it bends way out on the far end. Actually, I want to keep it like 90% level. I don't want to do this. Hello there. Currently working on the Live2D art portion of a Vtuber model that I at one point very haphazardly designed, and it fell into a general suitable for Halloween theme, so here we are doing it for October. I'm currently just looking at pictures of witch hats and deciding exactly how I want this hat to sit. Okay, I think what I need is for this side to not glomp over like that. Which is this part. I need this to go more across and then just slip down, right? So it's more just... Now, right now it's just the head. It's mostly the head portion. How do I feel about that? You can kind of see the design on the right. Let me just zoom this out a little bit. Where I was basically just trying to throw on frills and ribbons as much as I could. Proportion, ignore the proportion for a bit. Oh yeah, and the color palette came from that. I found this image of... Well, I don't know what that is actually. It seems like some kind of dessert drink, but... Rolling with this kind of coffee brown with a lot of pink. I'm really not sure how I want this part to sit. I just know I don't like what I have right now. Do I want to... Or do I want this to be a more gradual dip? Will I bring it up? Actually, wait, no. How far down is this going? This is going down to like here. If I bring this up a little bit, then instead, I just need to see this in whole a little bit more. This goes across like that. Bring this down. Yeah, bring this down a bit. Bring this up a little bit. Okay. Also, apologize if my mumbling is incoherent. It is 90% me trying to convince myself that what I'm doing is correct. So there will be quite a lot of it. Just gonna bring this up a little bit so that it is more in line with the other side. So bringing the... don't do that. The other side a bit more. I'm gonna fix that curve as well. What am I dealing with here? What the heck happened here? Let's just pop that line out and pop that line out for now. See what that does. Yikes! Okay, don't pop that line out. Pop this line out. So that curves around. That's going pretty well, all things considered. I'm gonna change the color of this line later, aren't I? So this goes... This is bending at a weird angle now. I just need to redraw this line entirely. Hold on. Let's just get rid of this whole line. Just need to redo this part. So I want... Actually, I wasn't okay with that. If I squished it down from what I had before, was it okay? Because if I had that, if I just cut this part off a little bit and then squish this inwards instead, how does that feel? So, maybe that's a bit too much there. Basically have this part. This folds over. I have a little bit of a cone. Not a cone. What are these called? Oh, this is the shape of. Because right now what we have here is a shape like this over the edge, where it kind of lips on itself. Does this need to be more of a sharper descent in? Regardless, we only want to bring this up now to about here. See how many tries it takes me to get this line down again. That'll work. Pop this line out. That's a smooth enough transition. Yeah, that'll work. Let's just pop that line in. Smooth lines, not so much. I just keep redrawing the line until it feels okay. In terms of a smoother line, I find that doing a big long stroke tends to work better for me than doing a trying to like very slowly form the shape. Or like, was it what they call it when like people are like, they'll draw the line, they'll be like, oh, like slowly draw like several lines, like kind of pin in the shape or something. I find that doesn't work very well for me. I usually just try and draw a whole line in one go, because typically I find that works a little bit better for me. I just need to change the color of this line because I can't see it. Be dark blue for me. Alright, get rid of you as well. Oh, and I guess knowing which way your wrist works also helps, because I definitely take full advantage of being able to just flip the canvas over in digital art, because I can't for the life of me work my wrist in certain directions. Also note that I don't have any professional training, so I am fully talking out of my ass. Lift it up like that. Don't you lift it up a little bit higher? Because I'll essentially be seeing the underside of this part by forming a line through here. Let me just... Canvas, new window, let me just stick this over here so I can see the whole thing. So I know how far out I'm going. Not too far out. It's a little far out. I'll bring it in a little bit earlier then. Go like here, we'll start curving it inwards. Oh boy. Alright, line, please cooperate. That would be very nice. You just add some line weight back into here, that'd be very nice. Do that too, though. I just want to add a little bit of line weight here, come on. Don't do this to me. Okay, I'll do it like that. Okay, so then, the next part of this line, I'll probably have to shave it with the soft eraser a little bit later, but now we take down to here, hat behind head. We want the hat left underside, and that is to make up this with a pin. This part of the hat. Not like that. We'll curve that in. Nice. Alright, let's just do it this way. I want to curve it out like this, and then we'll worry about what the heck is happening with the connection here. They might want to go like that and just line that up. Maybe add a bit of weight here, ideally. I am using a graphics tablet. It is, where's the box? Wacom Intuos. It was like the most basic beginner tablet I could find. And well, given the fact that I probably shouldn't be looking down like I would look at at my phone sometimes all the time, it probably helps that I look up at my screen rather than looking down at my tablet, because I'm probably at the point where my neck would not appreciate that. Let me just line this up a little bit better here. Where is this hat left? Yeah. We want to line that up like here, so we'll just go like that. Yeah, that'll work. Well, at least when I've talked to friends who use a display tablet, they tell me that they sit like a shrimp, so I just have to presume it's not great for posture. Okay, line that up with that. So this is like folded over here, and then it's technically folded a little... Try to go more up and then down here. It's like goes swap like that, so it's folded over and then back around. Man, I don't like how the spot looks. How we go? So it's more folded over, and then you'll have this shape going over this part here like this. Does that feel better? Yeah, let's go with that. If I hate it later, I'll change it later. So we just curve this. Oh, rapidly should just curve down. I should actually like curve out and then around. Human anatomy. If it's proportions, then at this point I just have my own set of rules. I still do mostly measure based on head size in terms of height. And then I don't know what this is doing. I don't know what that's doing. Hold up. Let's go out and around. So early a dip. Like depending on the body size. Well, yeah, I still generally measure by head size, and then the height can vary a little bit. Because generally the way I do older or more mature character would be to lengthen the head a little bit. Because that effectively ends up making the whatchamacallit, body a bit longer as well, because it's measured to the head. Usually I have the elbows roughly where the bottom of the rib cage is, and then, as I like to describe it, the hands or the arms of humans are very conveniently the length to smack yourself in the butt. So if your character is standing straight, the hands should be able to reach back and very comfortably rest on the butt cheek. So about the same area where your butt cheek would be is where the hand is. If your arms are down straight next to the body. And then in terms of hand size, one thing that I usually go with is that because usually a hand size varies with the body size a bit, but generally it's relatively accurate if the hand can, well, the hand is at a size which can comfortably cup the pecs. Like that feels like it's about the right size. All of that is for more of the anime style that I work with. Obviously, if you go with a more realistic style, it'll be different, or you go with a more stylized style, it'll be different. Do I want this line to... This is basically folding over, and then it's curving back up. I just want to bring this like in harder, like here. I mean, those are my rules, and once again, I am not professionally trained. These are things that I have decided work for me. I don't know how I feel about the spot. Yet again. I feel like I feel like I need more of a round dip here. I want to go. No, I actually want this to go smoothed out and then back up. I think is what I want. I want this to go more. It's 90 degrees. No, 90 degrees. I want this to go more like up, back up towards this part. Whoa. That's true, but that also even more reinforces the works for me. I don't know if it works for you, so you know. Like if I was to actually give like serious advice would be find some rules that just work for you, and those are the rules that work for me. So it's like elbows at bottom of rib cage, hands long enough to smack yourself in the butt, and hand size comfortably cups your pecs. Those work for me. I don't know if they work for anyone else, but it's things I can recite to myself, and for the most part it hasn't failed me too often. Please don't lag on me. That's not good. So it's like down. This bit does it need to curve in harder? Just don't know if it needs to curve in harder, because this is basically the opposite of this side. So this is curving over and folding around. I think this does actually have to curve in harder. Bring it down like that. Oh boy. Come on, line. Please just connect so I can just manipulate it a bit easier. Do that, do that. And can I pop this out? Okay, good. Alright, gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna start messing with it, otherwise I'm gonna spend the rest of the day messing with it. Okay, so on top of this piece, we need to attach all of the accessories. Not here. Make a new folder, please. Accessories, probably spelled like that. Alright, how many parts do I need to separate the bear into to make this thing turn? Because this has to turn with the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, jeez. Oh, everything's gonna have to be separated. I'll generally say so. Also leaning towards more of a generally cuter style than realistic. I can't do a more realistic face very well. I find that really difficult. Because that usually needs a sharper lines and edges to depict parts of the body. Do I want this bear to sit up a bit? Or do I want it to lean at this angle? Okay, we need the... I'm just gonna make photos of everything here. Okay, so... bear. Let's just say... We'll call it a sitting bear. Alright, so I need a body... Can I get away with only one arm piece here? Or do I need two? I started digital. I mean, I drew like a little bit, like back in school on paper, but I wasn't very good at it. Since COVID, basically, it was my COVID skill. You know, when everyone had to learn something new while the whole world shut down. That's the best way I can describe it. It's quicker than actually thinking how long it's been. What, 4 years? About? Like 4.5 years. I started drawing more regularly about a year into COVID, so even though I did do my own, my first personal VTuber model was only about half a month into COVID, when I was more intent on learning Live2D than I was intent on learning how to draw well. Like, drawing at that time was more of a extra thing. How do I want to do the body here? I want like a bean shape, right? So I want this to go... Because when the great Vtuber boom first started, I too joined everyone and just pretending that you can be a variety channel right from the get-go. I'm just gonna flip this piece, hold up. Transform, flip. Just gonna use it like this. Oh! Actually, no. Just go a bit like... I kind of wanted this to sit up a little bit, so we just do it like this. I mean, I did like one drawing collab like way back in the day, but that was more of a for fun thing for someone else. I mean, I've done commissions, which would be the closest thing to working with someone else's stuff. How do I need to practice? Go 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just gonna draw all the legs in here. gonna do 4 pieces. And I think I've drawn someone else's character for fun. If you don't count the occasional time I've actually tried drawing a corporate big name VTuber, then probably about once, twice. All good. What will do here? Got to go. Do I call these inners, or do I actually call them right and left? That's the real question here. Right leg, end. Wait, no. The left leg is actually in front. I'll go left leg, end. Left leg. Right leg, end. And right leg. Okay, so we're gonna shape the leg so that it is sitting along the bottom of this, and then we want to go about like here. Is that about right? Go like that. Then we want to... Oh, should I curve that down a bit more? So that is going this way. Then this will be curved like... So then this would go... Not like so. That's gonna need a lot of extra color there, isn't it? Then we bring this deeper into here. Cut that off. And then bring this sharper like that. Then we have the right leg, which we want to go across like so. Then we want to bring it out a little bit. I want the full line here. Or do I not want the full line here? What do I like? That. Do I need the full line here? It's too big. to begin with. It's more like cross through here. Hello there, how you doing? Currently going through the parts on top of the hat. Finally decided on how I wanted the hat to sit, at least for now. It's not immediately pissing me off, so that's the general measurement for that part. Don't do that. Feels right now. Okay, so that is 4 parts right there. I'm just gonna put this into a different folder called legs. There's probably gonna be too many folders for this to recognize later, but okay, so I got the legs. Then we want to bring it up to the arms. Actually, no, the body is at the back, but behind the body is actually the right arm. And also the end of the right arm. So we want to bring this arm out. Then we want to form a end cap onto it, effectively. Push that out a little bit, bring it out a little bit, tilt it a little bit. We're gonna go like that. Then we're just going to rearrange this a little bit so that it fits that better. Oh, if anything during the rig process drives me insane, this will be one. There's so many parts on just the bear. That's kind of what happens when you have a lot of flat parts. So I also haven't decided whether I want this bear to be chocolate or to be jelly. Probably don't want the full line end cap on here either, realistically speaking. I'll go with that. And it's taking a while to save already. Well, that's not good. Wait, do I have this set to... Oh, I'm recording a time lapse, that's why everything's lagging. But that explains a lot. Okay, we're just gonna grab these 2 parts. We're gonna bring this... Not that much. Bring it... Yeah, I'll work on that. But then we have the piece in front, which will go here. So we'll have the left arm and then the left arm end. Where we want basically a more defined end cap here. Effectively like that, and then a arm that just stretches out over it like so. Then this is good. Let's go like this. Okay, and then on top of that, we'll go head, where we have the main head shape. How do I feel about this? Yikes. Alright, let's just bring this in more sharply here. Come on. I can live with that. Alright. Alright, then what do we have? We have snout, which is really just the head but smaller, right? In a way. Actually, can I just go head but smaller? Have a look at this. Whoop, don't do that. Head but smaller. Nose. Actually works surprisingly well. Head but smaller. Okay, mouth line. Do I need to do that in 1 or 2? Can I manage it? Well, it's just a line. It should be okay in 1. We'll go underneath the nose. We'll go mouth line. I want to bring the snout across a bit. It's more like here. Then I want to bring the mouth across a bit so that it's still angled. Do I need to distort it a bit? That should be okay. Okay, so we have those parts. Then we have right eye, left eye. That's all. Okay, it looks like absolute insanity right now because of the lines below it, but I don't really do much about that because I'm going to separate those layers. How do I feel about that part? I feel like I need to... Where's the left leg? We're just going to bring it a little bit. Actually, then you are going to just go this way a little bit. Okay, then before the head, we're going to add in... How many layers do I want for this? 2. Right ear and left ear. Okay, let me just actually turn off the rough with this because this is absolute insanity right now. Oh, that's not too bad. Right, yeah, needs to go. Out there. Then left ear needs to. Left ear needs to go. How do I feel about that? Okay. This doesn't need to be a separate layer. Can I connect this? That thing I can do? No. Can I pop that out without killing the line? Okay. How does the spot have to work? Can I go behind the cone? There's maybe more of a curve here. So this goes like and then flops down. Hmm. 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 Do I need a back piece here? Do need a back piece here? Where'd I put it? Okay, we'll go. Well, this needs to be redone. Jeez. I'm just gonna change this to use for the thing I need right now. I'll go top, flat, back. We need basically a portion right along the peak here that goes into the back and basically just access the top part that you can kind of see like right here. And honestly, that line needs to be longer, or need to be longer. Okay. Good, like here. Alright, pop you out. That shouldn't cause a problem. Oh, might just cause a problem. Oh, what did I just do? I'll do that. This should go with more softer material. The bear is largely in place. Oh, the eyes are so mismatched now that I'm looking at it again. Currently deciding on how exactly the, where's the face? The, ribbon has to go around the top of the, not you, the hat. Needs to be, oh, don't do that. Still don't know how I feel about this ear. Regardless, let me just turn this back on. The bear will look like absolute insanity for a moment because there's a huge line on it, but bear with me. Okay, so looking at that ribbon right now, how many parts is this going to be? The bear is already nearly 20 layers, so... Alright, we want this to be behind the bear, so let's go put this on top. I'll go, what do we call this? Base ribbon, sure. Then we'll go... Don't want to spot. Have the bit that goes specifically around the hat's cone portion. Where is that? Cone is there. Let's just make you the whole thing. How do you look at that again? Let me do that. There was somewhere, right? We could look at the current. Canvas stuff, I think. Wasn't there a way you could look at it? I thought there was a way you could look at it. Huh. I can't find it. I swear there was a way that you can look at how many, well, like your current, let me have a look at this. Check current, oh wait. Clip, studio, paint, check current canvas, properties. Is there a thing of that? Edit menu canvas properties. Edit menu canvas properties, here we go. That doesn't tell me shit. Clip studio paints. Layer count. Check the number of layers. Is there a way to check number of layers? There's no way to check. Glorious. I like how that's just a thing that they've never added. Oh, you consider the fact that I have not done the body yet. The hair up front here is 5. The ribbon here is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 pieces just on this ribbon here. I haven't separated the left and right for the hairs here in the symmetrical part yet, because the side, like the very side parts and the back are all mirrored. The eyes, you have the main part of the lash, the side part, or the side edge part of the lash, and then the 2 extensions here. So that's already 4 pieces per lash. So you separate the 2 eyes, that'll be 8. The bear, okay, this is, look at the bear. The bear is 2 for each limb, so that is 8. The body, the snout, the nose, the lines for the mouth, the head, 1 for each eye, and then 1 for each ear. So that's close to 20, just on the bear. Think about it that way. You get used to it if you do a lot of Live2D stuff, but if you want things to be able to turn and not lose your mind while working on it, you kind of have to separate everything pretty aggressively. I can tell you now, the first model I ever made had probably only about 60, 70 odd layers when I finished the whole thing. That's like full body, like a full body humanoid with clothing. I think nowadays I'm closer to like 200 maybe. Like 200, 300. I mean, like the super top quality models that you see on the from very famous people, you're probably closing in on 500. If they have extra stuff that needs to just, well, if we don't count like any fancy like extra effects that are very temporary and aren't part of the main model, then probably around 500 would be a good estimate. Oh, did the bot just eat your message? What happened there? Okay, bot, what happened to that? I do not check. Why? I should probably have Stream Elements tell me why the bot doesn't like that. Hold up, with Stream Elements. I have a couple of... Okay, I tried to connect to Stream Elements and it just killed my connection to everything. Oh, it might have been the I can see your message in the chat on screen. It's probably the dots. I probably didn't like that. Yeah, my filters are set pretty aggressively. Because usually it's not a problem. Where is it? Spam filters, let's have a look at this. Link protection, yeah, I have a symbol protection one. Why did it not send a message of why? Oh, that's spelled incorrectly, so let's just not change that. Yeah, it's probably that one. But anyways, for the really high quality models, if you want all the hair to flow independently of its immediate neighboring pieces, then it'll need to be separated a lot more aggressively, especially if the hair is highly detailed. And then, like, let's pretend, just with the crease here on the hat, so basically a little bit of the fabric here on the hat folds into itself. If, I wanted full control on the... What did I have gas in my throat? If I wanted full control on the shape of the hat here, I would actually separate into this piece here, and then is my cursor on screen? This curve here. Oh, like it'll be separated to this curve here, and then like the bit underneath here. If I want the full control, but I usually find that to be overkill, so I don't do that. It does look a little weird if your creases turn around a shape, and the creases don't turn with like the cloth, particularly on the arms. I find is where it's most egregious, but it's a little bit beyond what I want to mess with. Okay, so here we have, let me just make it blue so I can see it. How do I feel about that shape? I mean, I think I've seen like 2 models that go all out and separate all the creases. For the most part, I just call it overkill and I don't bother. It's like, or like, it's the kind of thing that unless, one, you have a lot of money to throw around, then like, do whatever you want. But otherwise, unless you're very specifically doing content per se as like a like the actual model, whether you're using it as like a VTuber model or as like a in-game maybe for visual novel, unless you're very specifically wanting the user to look at the model the whole time, it's not worth it. Because like say like you have those super high details and you like decide to become a gaming VTuber, so like your content is primarily games and like gameplay content, do you actually want them to be staring at you so closely that they can see the wrinkles on your clothing moving as you turn when you are presenting them with gameplay content? Like that's always been like the way I felt about it. So it's like, maybe if you do like primarily podcasts or something and you're very zoomed in all the time, then like it might be worth it. I mean, usually when I have discussions with people about a lot of the stuff, it's just like, but is anyone going to see it? That's always a big question. I mean, the general joke for like making VTuber models is that as you get closer to the feet, the more lazy it obviously becomes because no one looks down there. I mean, yeah, there's like some people who go around posting their feet pics per se, like once or twice on Twitter, and then that's it. You went for like all of those super high details on the legs for that one post on Twitter. Like, who the heck cares? I mean, especially if you end up, once again, like, let's say you're just gonna be your average gaming streamer or something. If you got someone to click onto you for the feed and they don't care about your content, they aren't gonna come back. Because you definitely aren't showing them your feet. Okay, so that goes around, and behind... Where's the bit behind? Behind the cone, I need the ribbon coming back around. This has to be right at the top. Actually, do I want the... Oh no, I don't, because I want to show the bottom half of this. I actually want this to go around and... what is it? Ribbon around cone. So I actually want this to go around the bottom like this, because of the angle I'll be looking at this at. So we want to wrap this around, give it a little bit of thickness. Is that too much? I'm going to wrap this around like so. We want to wrap this around the cone. Oh geez. Like so. Actually, wait, no, I don't need that bottom line. I need to go back up to here, cut this. Not like that. Cut this part off. Go like that. Cut this part off. And then we want to go like that. I haven't watched too much anime recently. 90% of that nowadays is because of the crackdown they've had recently on pirate websites. But there's no way in hell I'm paying for a subscription for anime. Not, at least not with the streaming sites that offer it. Do I even care about this side? The side's always going to be behind a bear. I don't actually care about it, do I? Oh, whatever. Should wait, no. Yeah, let's just leave the side. This is actually irrelevant. We're just going to connect on here. In terms of games these days, I play a pretty unhealthy amount of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is really just a loop of me getting angry at the game, complaining about it, and then turning it back on. So... Otherwise, I just play a couple of gacha games where I can just turn it on, do the dailies, and then turn it off again. And you can actually kind of see that from majority of the stuff I draw on this channel. It's primarily things from or characters from Princess Connect and Blue Archive. Which are the two main games that I do play. I haven't been able to turn on Blue Archive for a while, but because that app doesn't work on my phone for some reason, and then Windows annihilated my BlueStacks. Yeah, that will. Am I bothered by the fact that it sticks up a little bit? Not really. For the most part, I am waiting for Monster Hunter in February before I play another big game. How many pieces do I need here? 3. I mean, with the recent, past 2-3 years of Western AAA drama, the appetite for Western AAA games has dropped quite a bit. Usually if I'm going to play a Western game, it will be a indie game. We'll go ribbon center. We'll go ribbon right and ribbon left. Alright, how do I want to do this part? Do I want it at this angle or do I want it more level? I have actually been watching some older anime, because the Anime Times, which I think is a broadcaster from Japan, has been releasing seasons of anime for limited time on their YouTube channel. So I have been watching some older anime recently. How do I feel about the spot? Hello there, how you doing? Do I want that to go up more? Let me just figure out what I'm doing with this ribbon. Shut up it. Shut up it. I want this to be exaggeratingly large, I think, is how I want to go about this. Indeed. Let's see how that feels. I'll sit back and relax while I figure out what the heck I'm doing here. It will look like a little bit of insanity right now because of the sheer number of lines, but I'm currently working on some Live2D art, so with how I do my workflow, where I don't color anything till I'm done with the lines, it is going to look like absolute insanity, at least till I turn the draft behind it off, or the sketch behind it off. Do I want that to center overhead? No, I want that to be... Do I want that to center overhead? No, let's set this a little bit. This will be like here. Anyways, welcome to the stream. This is a Vtuber model that was haphazardly designed and fit the Halloween theme, so here we are. Let's see. Currently working through the hat portion above the head. how do I feel about this? I want this to go from here, go like that, then curve that into here. How do I want to curve this into here? Let's go around and in. Digital art for about 4 years, was it? Since COVID? I should really remember the how to give that answer. Around 4, right? Like 4.5 maybe now. Around there. In terms of seriously practicing how to draw, that would have been about 3 years-ish, I'd say. I mean, I would consider it mostly a hobby. So, oh, is that gonna be a problem? Still gonna have to find a way to mask this, aren't I? This has to pull upwards. Oh, that would that be a problem? I'm actually gonna tilt this whole part just to match the shape of the hat a little bit better. Just gonna bring this up a little bit so that's settled on top of this part, leaning over a little bit more. Oh, is that gonna be a problem? Shouldn't be. Let's bring this way. Making some adjustments on the fly. So if it doesn't look like the back, then it'll be fine for a bit. This is Clip Studio Paint EX. It hasn't told me to update, so it should be the latest version. I personally find it easier to use than Photoshop, namely because Photoshop is too much. Well, it's got more things than what I need, so oh, how do I feel about that? Let's bring this up a little. That is on the wrong layer. I mean, I tried Photoshop a little bit, but it was just like, I don't need half these functions, and then... Well, namely, the number one thing that drove me away was that it required me to press 3 buttons to Control Z. And that annoyed me a little bit. Also, I don't agree with Adobe's subscription model as much as I'm very fine with saying that I pirated Adobe products. I don't feel bad at all when it comes to Adobe. Let's bring this, I mean, this is not really relevant because it's underneath, but let's bring this out or in a bit more. Let's go, where's this line? At least you can get a school account. I'm way beyond that. So you can get like student discounts on any anything, and if it can be turned into a cheaper permanent product, it's actually not a terrible idea to consider it. Unfortunately for Adobe stuff, you can't get a permanent product, so I'm perfectly fine with telling people to go around pirating Adobe software. Okay, slightly angled, bring that up. Yeah, a tad more. Exaggeratedly large ribbon. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, then we want the ribbon up here. We want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to turn that a little bit. I want to turn this around a little bit. My Discord link. I don't even know how to set it so that it doesn't expire, because supposedly Discord links only last for like a short period of time. I don't know, when I looked online, it was if you make it so that it connects to a chat rather than the server, it's supposed to keep working. Oh, I can't click on it myself, so that's Also, full warning, I use the Discord server like a notice board if I really need to announce something, and I otherwise don't use it. Because to be quite frank, I'm not at the size where I would really have a active enough community to constantly use it or warrant usage of it. Let's go. Let's just go above below. This just goes below. I mean, the most useful thing my Discord server really has is I have all my social links in there. So if for some weird reason you need to look for something I don't post anywhere else, it's probably linked there. Got a side ribbon. Okay, we want to go 5 layers here. We want to do the center. Let's bring that up a little bit as well. I want to go circle. I'm going to turn it a little bit. Oh my god. Don't you roll it? Ooh. I can work on that. How's this look? Well, for the channels, how do I feel about the struggle right now? Let's bring this out a little bit more. tad more, not too much more. Oh, that's not good. Let's get right in there. Yikes. Now, I should really post some of the stuff I draw sometimes off stream into the server, but then I usually just end up posting on Pixiv, just calling it a day. It's gonna put this to like here. I should move everything once everything's in. Okay, then we're going to go pop ribbon right and pop ribbon left. Here, we just want to go out. Let's go here. We'll just bring it around, bring this out. Can I just clean this curve a little bit? How do I feel about that? That's okay. You want to go down, then around. In a bit. I like that. In a bit. Honestly, with things like this, I could probably actually fix it inside Live2D easier than I could fix it here. This is just a little bit of deforming the shape. What is this? Why is it like that? Let me just add a bit of weight here, make that more of a curve than a corner. Okay, then we want to go bar ribbon right and bar ribbon left. From New Zealand. So for the most part, I don't exist on 90% of maps, so that's fun. Oh, and the bot ate the caps. Oh my. Do I need to make these filters more generous? What do I have to set to? A maximum amount of 60% of the message being caps. That's not much. What's the time I'll set to? 10 seconds? Okay. Don't make me regret this, but I'm turning off symbol and caps protection. I'm leaving on the link protection because I'm not dealing with links in the chat. Indeed. How do I want to display this outwards? How do I feel about this shape? Probably more like there. Honestly, I feel like sometimes my microphone drops what I'm saying. I listen back to my own voice, and I definitely notice that sometimes I don't hear everything that I say. Like, it cuts me off mid-sentence. But if I don't have all those filters set up, then because of my microphone, you'll get to like hear the world around me, which generally isn't considered very good. Let's go out and around into here, without that corner ideally. Go into this. Jeez. Come on. Connect that and connect that, please. And don't miss my line here, please. Okay. Okay, so that's sitting there. And then we want this to sit. Come on, just get in there, cut. Let's go like that. Sure. Okay, let's go in like that. Pop that out and pop this out. I want to bring that in a little bit more. Let's bring this in a little bit more. Let's go. Like that. Alright, how does that look on that side? That looks fine. Okay, bring in here. And then I want to grab this whole thing and I want to shift it so that it's like here. Okay, that is 3 parts of the hat done. Oh boy. Alright, what are we dealing with here? 1, 2, do I need... How much is this going to turn? Do I need the front part of the limbs here? How do I want to do the body here? Okay, I think I'm going to turn this as well so that it's just easier to work with and I don't have to worry about as many things, because that's probably smarter. Alright, we'll call this one Flinging Bear. So once again, starting from the body, going to have it go give it a little bit of a bean shape, like so. I haven't actually decided whether to do gummy or do chocolate at this point. Probably should decide before I get the colouring. The colouring is probably not happening for like another week at the rate I'm going, so... unless I colour the head part before I do the body. Because realistically, if I do Gummy, then I have to think of a way to color it in a way that is slightly transparent without looking absolutely ridiculous. And then I probably have to have extra lighting layers to manage the refraction of light against the jelly surface as it turns, which just sounds like absolute insanity for me. Yeah, the thing is, at first it was using brighter colors, but then now my colors are basically based off this like coffee drink. So it's a lot of browns and pinks, which are all in the same part of the color spectrum. I don't know if I'm too bothered by including a lot of bright colors. Or a big range of colors. Because I generally want to keep the whole color palette within just this range between white, pink, and brown. Ideally, anyway. Where did the grey come from? Where did I get that grey from? Probably make the Despair more of a pinkish color. Or at the very least, at this point, I don't think I want to mess with the color palette too much. Do I need the ends of the arms or not? Do I need the flat side of the arms? Is it going to turn enough to warrant the flat side of the arms? For Vtuber model, depending on the sheer number of accessories and separated parts, also depending on the pose, it could vary quite a bit. If I was just doing a standard forward-facing generic symmetrical, well, it's not called generic, but symmetrical pose on the arms and legs, maybe I could squeeze it out in 40 hours. That's going from sketch all the way to fully colored. For something like this, where I am putting a whole bunch of stuff onto the head, notably, because when it comes to Vtuber models, that's what you see. It will take significantly longer because I also have to think through exactly how I need to separate all of my parts here to ensure visibility. Just for reference, right now what I'm thinking of is over here, I've basically separated the ends of the limbs so that there's a flat piece at the end and then the cylindrical piece that's actually the limb. It's probably not going to have this full circle once it's colored, but basically, because of the way you distort pieces in Live2D, if you want a flat surface to not be affected by the cylindrical surface while distorting it, they have to be separated. And I'm currently deciding if I need that over here as well. And that is probably more relevant if I am turning the head enough to show it when turning the head left. Oh yeah, I guess also for Live2D stuff, how much you've planned out and you have a good idea of what everything needs to look like at the maximums of a lot of the motion will affect how long it takes. Basically what I'm saying is that if I plan this out from the start, then I would not be currently contemplating what I'm doing here. I'm actually just move this bike in a little bit. Turn it like that. Get the... Okay, I think I am going to separate the ends of the legs. Do I? I do commissions. You know, I haven't done a Vtuber one in quite a long time. I did a profile picture one just a little while ago. I did a emote one a while back as well. How do I want to do this? Do I need the back or the flat piece? This would be really awkward to work with. This is turned away from the camera to begin with. Okay, we're gonna go about it. This might bite me in the butt later, but leg and arm. Just gonna go ahead and have this thing cling onto here. And we'll just wrap it in a way where it is very much facing away from the camera, and you can probably get away with not turning it towards the camera. Do I want to change how the line sits here? Do like that. Oh, I just drew it on the arm. Oh, you're the leg now. In terms of just like raw selling what I draw, I don't know who would want like stuff that I draw for fun. But I do have a couple of Vtuber models that I've made that are like fully functional and usable that I could sell, but pre-rigs, as I like to call it in the industry, aren't exactly easy to pawn off to people. How do I want to do the tail? So it comes down to it. If you're selling or you want to be a VTuber, then you'll probably have your own design that you want. You wouldn't go around looking for a pre-made one. There's a tail need a... No, make the tail round. Try and keep it as round as possible. Let's actually go rounder. Let's go like this. Okay, I want the head to be at a slightly different angle here. Okay, well, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Then we go head. Okay, let's go. How do I feel about that shape? Let's increase the weight a little bit at the top here, along the curved side and not the inside. Ah, jeez. Can I just pop that little... Okay, well, I'll just leave that there. I'll shave that down the razor later if I have to. Actually, that's fine. Okay, then we want to go snout. Can I go smaller version of shit again? This works surprisingly well. Go about here. About here. Then we want to go nose and mouth line. Okay. Then we want to go, let's see, right eye and left. Why is it there? Jeez. Get that other left eye. Okay, so we're gonna go. I think the eye's actually largely in the right position, but actually, do I? Do I need to change the angle of this eye a little bit? Actually, gonna get the snout part and bring it a little bit this way. Honestly, these bears are supposed to be made of candy, then technically having a very uniform eye would actually look a little strange. Might actually be better if they're not fully uniform. So they look like very manufactured chocolate chips or something. Let's go that a little bit. Shift this here. Okay, then under the head, we need to put the two ears. So we'll go right ear, and then we'll go left ear. I think that works. What this? About there. Okay. Well, either way, that's about all the time I have for today, so just turn that off for a moment. What line is this? You. Okay, so the head is almost done. Technically there still needs to be bits inside the mouth, but I usually do that during the coloring phase because it's kind of awkward to do when you don't have a mouth cover. But this is just the head. Actually, you know what? How much of a mess I'm going to do if I drag this out? Let's have a look at this beautiful layer tab here. So we don't count the rough down here, and we open up all of these folders because that's going to be real fun to look at. Oh my god. Sometimes I look at this and be like, what the fuck is this? Also keep in mind that part of this is also not including bits that need to be separated into left and right. So, yeah, so all of this here behind... I don't have it on screen, hold up. You. So, all of the parts of the hair behind the head here need to be separated left and right. The lip currently only has a upper lip and doesn't have a lower lip. The eyes is currently only the lines for one side. You can see here there's a right and a left. So that needs to be separated into right and left. So that'll be doubled. The ear is currently just one piece that needs to be separated. What is this? What is this part? Well, this part needs to be separated into right and left, so that'll be doubled. This bit is all separated correctly, so this ribbon is just this part here. Let's see. What are the fun parts are there? I think that's about all the fun parts that need to be separated. Everything else is fully separated completely already. And that is just the head. So, you know, we're going to go down this body and there's going to be a lot of parts. So yeah, you ask me how many layers this is going to end up being, I don't know. It's going to be a lot. Especially you consider, like, usually the eyes is like... I mean, depending on how I want to do the details in the eyes, that usually ends up being... Well, like, at least a darker or lighter iris... Maybe, oh, not the iris, the pupil depth, a lash shadow, a highlight, and then a refraction. So usually I do a minimum of 9 layers on the eyes. That's all good. If you make me explain things, it also helps me reinforce things in my head so that it more quickly convinces me that I'm doing the right thing and I don't question what I'm doing as often. So it also does help me. Let me just collapse all of this crap now so that it's not turning my layer tab into something insane. Okay, so either way, I haven't decided whether I'm going to do a doll body below the clothing here, just to shape some parts. Probably won't, because, well, honestly, that gets a little dodgy with the good old YouTube terms of service, because it involves drawing essentially a naked body. So either way, I'll work through the clothing layers throughout the body. I have a neck set up. The body shape needs to change a little bit. But regardless, thank you very much for watching today's session of Live2D Vtuber model art. If you want to follow along with more of this, remember to be subscribed so you can see when I'm going live again. Or if I finally get around to uploading a video, you'll see that as well. Leave a like because it helps me out, and I'll see you all next time.